Welcome to Waconia Lions Field, the same spot as we were at last weekend for this fine event, Minnesota Class C Amateur Baseball Tournament. Jeff Pappas, my name, and I'll have the call of the next two games in this event. Hopefully we'll get them both in with rain threatening this afternoon and this evening. Right now, though, the sky is starting to clear. The last game between the Watkins Clippers and the Princeton Panthers, finishing 5-0 about half an hour ago. That game had rain involved, but not enough to stop play. Here's the starting lineup for the Kimball Express. Leading off and playing left field, Austin Ruckel. Batting second and playing right field, number 2, Tommy Friesen. Batting third and playing short, number 1, Jordan Joseph. Batting fourth and doing the pitching, number 13, Ben Johnson. Batting fifth and playing second base, number 8, Scott Marquardt. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 34, Adam Beyer. Batting seventh and doing the catching, number 10, Cade Marquardt. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 9, Matt Dingman. Batting ninth and playing center field, number 3, Brooks Marquardt. And playing third base and not hitting today, number 12, Michael Hoffman. So there's 3 Marquardts, and of course the manager of the Kimball Express is Tom Marquardt. So there's 4 for the Kimball Express today. For the Alexandria Black Sox, leading off and playing short, number 23, Chris Curry. Batting second and playing center field, number 6, Brady Burgow. Batting third and doing the catching, number 27, Mitch Thompson. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 19, Travis Kruger. Batting fifth and playing third base, number 22, Sean Kruger. Batting sixth and doing the pitching, number 25, Blake Stockert. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 48, Eric Carlson. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 12, Carter Stockert. And batting ninth, the designated hitter, Brett Savelcool. And in the field and not batting, number 3, the second baseman, Jordan Smith. So it's the 4 Marquardts against the 2 Krugers and the 2 Stockerts. As we prepare to play ball here, the managers of the 2 teams out trading lineup cards. This is our first game tonight. Spring Hill Chargers and the New Ulm Brewers are the late game tonight. And it may be the very late game if the rain that we're expecting actually does come through here tonight. The radar currently shows a bunch of popcorn off to the south and to the west. And just for your reference here, as you look at the center field camera, you are looking to the east. So the way we have phrased it at this point is if we do get rain here, we won't see it coming because it's going to come from right over the grandstand roof and sweep out towards center field. Our wind is from the south-southwest. The wind will be blowing across the field from the right field corner to the left at about 7 to 10 miles an hour. It's 75 degrees at present, so the temperature's nice, but the humidity and the dew point something else. It is a little bit on the sticky side out here, but for now anyway, it looks as though we are going to be clear for a little while behind what has gone through during the later part of this game. So just going to try and sneak them in here tonight. And forecast called for heavier storms later on tonight. Hopefully those hold off until after our second game is complete. Black Sox, not coincidentally, wearing black with white uniforms and pants, and the Kimball Express in the maroonish tops, I guess you could say. I never actually was very good with a color wheel. That's why I went into broadcasting. But gray pants. And they will get first rips here as the managers and coaches finish their discussion at home plate. We're going to take a timeout here, and we will come back for the first pitch of our game. Let's check out some highlights from other games in Town Ball. Class A.
Air freight catcher slaps one in the air to left, carrying deep. Fleming to the fence, to the wall, gone! A 3-run home run for Pierce, and that ball just kept carrying and carrying over the fence. And Air Freight's opened it up here in the 5th. And this one hit high and deep to left. This one way out of here. 6-0 Air Freight. A bomb by Cummings. Since then, a couple of ground outs to third. He hammers one high in the air to center field. Scallon back, has it measured. That's it! Air Freight Unlimited, your Class A state champions. They win their 21st game of the year. They dominate the championship game.
Well, congratulations to Air Freight Unlimited for that win. You saw the highlights there. Back on the 22nd of August. Okay, we've had a change in the lineup. Blake Stockert is pitching and hitting for himself. He will also operate as the DH in the event that he has to leave the lineup. And Brett Savocool, who was the DH, is now playing second base. Jordan Smith has been scratched from the starting lineup. So Savocool will play second base. And now the teams will need to get started here, but the lineup now will read Stockert batting sixth, pitching, and also acting as DH. They would not want to lose his bat in the lineup. And Brett Savocool, who was batting ninth, the designated hitter, is now playing second base. And Jordan Smith is out of the game. Let's get the announcements of the rosters and the starting lineups.
Number 15, Craig Meyer. Number 16, Andy Beekman. Number 17, Zach Beekman. Number 20, Jake Troy. Number 21, Joe Penners. Number 22, Thomas Pearson. Number 23, Zach Wallman. Number 35, Shugs Hanning. Number 5, Brian Marquardt. Number 25, Matt Friesen. Your drafted players for Kimball. Number 2, Zach Augenbach from the St. Augustine Huskies. Number 11, Andy Ness from the Clearwater River Cats. Number 22, Michael Remden from the Monticello Polecats. Your starters today for Kimball. Number 6, leading off, left fielder Austin Ruley. Right fielder number 2, Tommy Friesen. Shortstop number 1, Jordan Joseph. Pitcher number 13, Ben Johnson. Second baseman number 8, Scott Marquardt. First baseman number 34, Adam Byer. Catcher number 10, Cade Marquardt. Designated hitter number 9, Matt Beekman. Center fielder number 3, Brooks Marquardt. And play third base number 12, Michael Hoffman. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your Kimball Express. For the home team, Alexandria Black Sox. Reserves, number 3, Jordan Smith. Number 8, Matthew Carlson. Number 15, Alex Harsky. And the drafted players for Alexandria. Number 6, Dylan Haskamp from Sox Entertainments. Number 1, Tegan Moritz from the Kensington Norsemen. And number 20, Joe Snaza from the Kensington Norsemen. Would you please take the chalk line, Alexandria? Starters for Alexandria, number 23, leading off, shortstop, Chris Curry. Center fielder, number 6, Brady Berman. Catcher, number 27, Mitch Thompson. First baseman, number 19, Travis Krieger. Third baseman, number 22, Sean Krieger. Pitcher DH number 25, Blake Stockert. The right fielder for Alexandria, number 48, Eric Carlson. Left fielder, number 12, Carter Stockert. And playing second base, number 21, Brett Savocool. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your Alexandria Black Sox.
The starting lineups introduced here, and I neglected to mention, in addition to the 3 Marquardts in the starting lineup for Kimball, there are 2 more on the bench and the manager. So they're 2/3 of the way to their own franchise. Get ready to sit for the first inning here. Blake Stockert, number 25, the left-hander for Alexandria takes his warm-up tosses. Their defense in the infield, Hoffman, Joseph, Scott Marquardt, and Byer. Cade Marquardt, the catcher. Rule, Brooks Marquardt, and Friesen in the outfield. 325 down the lines, 370 to the alleys here at Lions Field. In a day where the sky is clearing out. Hopefully it'll stay that way as we get the catcher Thompson ready to throw down to second base. Now standing in for Kimball is leadoff hitter, left fielder Austin Ruckel. We'll get this game underway. Glad to have you with us here on Prep Spotlight TV. These teams playing for a spot in the round of 16.
Left fielder, number 6, Austin Ruby.
All right, here we go. Stockard looks in for the sign. Left-hander ready, and here comes the first pitch. It is through there for a strike at 4:46. So we are 16 minutes behind schedule. Not bad considering everything else is going on. Nothing in one now to Ruckel. Now here's the pitch. Swung on, and that is fouled straight back to the screen. And it's quickly 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter for the Kimball Express. Friesen and Joseph will get to bat here in the first inning. Stockard ready. Here he comes. And he's off the plate there. Ruckel not biting. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Having played straight away. Slightly open stance. Right-handed batter at the plate. Now the windup and the 1-2. Fastball up. Evens things out. 2-2. Stockard ready, and here he comes. Swing and a miss. He threw a fastball past him, and Ruckel is a strikeout victim. And here's Friesen, the right fielder. Cross over to the left-handed side of the batter's box to face his fellow lefty. Well, baseball adage is bad luck to strike out the first batter. Stockard didn't care. He just ran Ruckel right up the ladder and struck him out. Now ready to go to Friesen. Starts him with a fastball right through there for a strike. 0-1. Friesen also played straight away. Now a couple steps over towards right by the center fielder, Burgow. There's the 0-1. Drops a curveball in, and it's called low. 1 ball and a strike. He had plenty of plate, but just a little bit short for the home plate umpire's liking, and it's 1-1. Stockard ready, and here he comes. Swing and a miss. That time he threw a fastball past Friesen, and it's now a ball and 2 strikes. That's a good pop to his fastball. Here's a 1-2. Curved him, and he's up a little high, and it's even again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's underway here from Waconia. Now Stockard ready, and he works 2-2. And just off the end of the bat, fouled back to the screen. Count rides. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's that August aroma here at the ballpark. Humidity and just a little bit of beer. 2-2. Here's the pitch, and that's fouled back. And it remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. I just have to wait till after the broadcast, unfortunately, but that's how it goes. 7th pitch for Friesen here. Now the 2-2 delivery coming. Swung on and lined to third and caught. Sean Kruger takes it right at chest height, and Friesen lines out to third for the second out. And here's Joseph.
Shortstop, number 1, Jordan Joseph.
Kruger Retires the first two here. Here's the first pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for strike one. Playing everybody to pull just a hair here, as at least the first three batters anyway, as Burgal has moved to the left field side of second base. You can see that in center field. Now here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and grounded up the middle and passed. No, the shortstop Curry dives, throws, and got him. Boy, never give up on it, huh? Jordan Joseph up the middle, and Curry denies him with a full-length dive and a throw to first base. Kimball retired in order in the first inning. One half in the books. And Alexandria coming up.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch.
Back in Laconia, look at the right field corner here at Lions Field. Going on towards the bottom half of the first inning. Good play by the shortstop, Chris Curry, going to his left and diving full extension to make the play. And as the immortal Vin Scully once said, as Curry leads off the bottom of the inning naturally. It's the old saw in baseball about a player makes a great defensive play is very often the first player to bat the next inning. And that's the case here, as Curry, with a fine play, will be leading things off for the Black Sox, who are the seeded team here. They did not play last week and earned the right to get here by virtue of regular season and playoff record. Kimball, on the other hand, had to play, and they defeated the Union Hill Bulldogs 3-0. And now Curry will stand in against Ben Johnson, lucky 13, right-handed pitcher. They've got Curry shaded around toward right. Here's the first pitch, fastball. Boy, he got it there quick, didn't he? And he threw it past Curry for strike one. Johnson ready, and here comes the 0-1. He drops down sidearm and got him swinging, so he's changing arm angles already. First pitch, or 3/4, and that one was down into a sidearm slot. No balls and 2 strikes, and here is the pitch. Throw him right past him, I should say. And Curry goes down swinging on 3 pitches. And here's Burgal, the center fielder. Left-handed batter. And the first pitch from Johnson. Breaking ball is over for strike one. Now here's the 0-1 delivery, and that's on the corner as well. 0-2, and Burgal shaking his head as he's dropped 2 perfect breaking balls right over the outside corner here, and he's quickly ahead 2 strikes. Johnson ready. Here's the 0-2. Drops down, and that's wrapped over the first baseman and into right field for a base hit. It hopped by her, hit the seam between the turf and the dirt on the infield, and Burgal has bounced a single into right field. And here's Mitch Thompson, the catcher. And the first base runner for either team is aboard. And got some bad luck there for the Express as the ball hit right on the area where the dirt and the turf join. And it took a big bound over the first baseman, Byer, who's holding with the runner. Now the pitch. Fastball off the plate, ball 1. Travis Kruger moves into the on-deck circle now for the Black Sox. As Johnson ready for the sign. Not a bad lead at first base there for Burgow, and here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's rolled towards third. Might be two. Throw to second for one, and first it's not in time. They get the force play, though, as Thompson rolls into one. 5-4, forcing Burgow, and that's 2 down for Kruger, the first baseman. One of 2 Krugers, Travis and Sean, on this team. And the catcher, Thompson, is now the 2-out base runner. Despite the weather being what it is, only 15 minutes behind schedule today. That's not bad at all. Here's the pitch, swung on and popped behind third. That's going to carry into left field. Whirl is over, and he makes the catch to retire Kruger and the side here in the bottom of the first inning. They get a hit and leave one. We have played 1 inning, no score here on Prep Spotlight TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lano Equipment Kubota. They are proud sponsor of this year's Minnesota State Amateur Baseball Tournament. 2021 marks Lano Equipment's 75th anniversary. You might be interested to know that Lano Equipment founder Hauser Lano also played and managed the Chaska Cubs in the 40s and 50s. Lano Equipment Kubota, your hometown team for quality tractors and power equipment, with locations in Shakopee, Loretto, and Chaska, offering sales, parts, service, and rental for tractors, skid steer loaders, lawn and garden equipment, and more. Join the home team. Visit Lano Equipment, stores near you today. Thank you.
Back at Lions Field for the top of the second inning. Jeff Papis with you with a call. Scoreless after 1 between the Kimball Express and the Black Sox, who are refreshing in that most of them you can actually see their black socks, which is sort of a dying art in baseball today. There's the long pants, but a lot of guys showing stirrups here today. Whether that's because they're patterned onto their socks or not, doesn't matter. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss to Ben Johnson. Swung through a fastball there, strike 1. Johnson, Marquardt, Scott Marquardt that is, and Adam Byer due up here in the second inning. There's the 0-1. Another fastball and a swing and a miss for Johnson. Strike 2. Stockard working quickly. Here's the 0-2. Johnson goes down swinging on 3 pitches. Second strikeout for Stockard, and that'll bring up Scott Marquardt, second baseman.
Second baseman, number 8, Scott Marquardt.
3 pitches, 3 strikes. As Stockard retires. Thompson, he'll get his chance in the bottom half of this inning coming up. Here's the pitch to Marquardt, and there's a strike called. Well, for good pitching, how about St. Martin's game today against Fergus Falls? Bottom game in the entire bracket, played at Chaska, just completed. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and that's a breaking ball low and in, 1-1. St. Martin won the game 1-0 with no hits. So it's one of those games, they call it a no-run, no-hit game for a reason. In that case, it was a no-hitter, but it certainly was not a no-run game, and also was a loss for Fergus Falls. And there's a fastball up, 2 balls and a strike to Scott Marquardt. Byer is on deck. It does happen. It's exceedingly rare, but you do see it. And of course, you saw it here today. On Prep Spotlight TV, here's a 2-1. Fastball, and that's high. 3 balls and a strike to Marquardt. Almost Most famous example of a no-hitter that wasn't would be Harvey Haddix, the old Pittsburgh Pirates pitcher, the perfect loss they called it. And here's the 3-1 delivery. A strike called in the outside corner. Threw a perfect game for 12 innings for the Pirates and then lost. Back when starting pitchers would go 9 or 10 or more. It was a point of pride. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Scott Marquardt. Payoff pitches whooped down the third base line over the bag and into left field. And Scott Marquardt will take a big turn and will hold up there. Strong throw from the corner by Carter Stockert holds Scott Marquardt to a single. First hit for the Express, and here's Byer, the first baseman. Well, he beat Sean Kruger to the line there with that hard hit ground ball, and the fielder Stockert, running all the way, is able to hold Marquardt to one base. Scott Marquardt with a good lead. And the pitch. Fastball up. Cade Marquardt on deck. As Kimball has its first base runner of the contest here in the top half of the second inning. Now the pitch. Right through there for a strike called on a fastball to Byer. Had just enough time to see that ball snap into the catcher's glove and turn and watch the umpire ring him up. They do have him played a couple of steps over towards left field to pull here. There's a pitch. Swung on, and that is hit a long way to left field, but will it stay fair? It will not. Boy, he put a charge into that, but he could not keep it fair, and it's a long strike. Really? Oh, it's the best part about it. As long as we're swapping stories, I'll relay that one along. It was evidently a player hit one onto a train that was passing by. You used to be able to do that at Midway Stadium, but you'd have to use a siege gun to get it out there. Here's a pitch swung on and hit high in the air into short center field. Burgow is coming on faster now, calling and making the catch. And Byer is retired. Second out here in the top of the second. And here's Cade Marquardt, the catcher.
Catcher number 10, Cade Marquardt.
Old stadium on Energy Park Drive. They used to house the St. Paul Saints, who are now in the Lower Town area, of course, across from the Farmers Market. Scott Marquardt, 2-out base runner, has a good lead at first base, and he draws the throw. No problem getting back, but I think he's just trying to test out Stockert's move here. It wasn't his good one. But again, a good lead. Here's a pitch. And breaking ball is over for a strike. Matt Dingman will hit if Cade Marquardt can keep the inning going here. Scoreless in the top half of the second inning. Here's the 0-1. And that's up high. You talk about a secondary lead nowadays, which is the lead that a batter will, or a runner will get after the pitch. He was heading back towards first base there on Stockert's move, so it's actually a negative lead, I guess you could say. Here's a 1-ball-and-1-strike delivery. Here it is. Taken high. And it's 2-1 to Cade Marquardt. Hitters count here. See if there's something going on here with Marquardt at first base. Here's 2-1. Fastball is tapped foul at the plate off his foot. That's a foul ball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So that one will smart, but a lot of the players nowadays, as you see, will wear the pad, the protector. In that case, that was where the ball hit him. And stays alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Stockert looks in. 2-2 delivery. Curved him, and did he hold up? He did. And the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Warren will be moving with a pitch. Here it comes. 3-2. Fastball is sliced foul on the first base side, and that'll get out of play. Count holds at 3-2. Top half of inning number 2 here from Waconia. Scott Marquardt gets his lead, and we'll try it again on 3-2. Taken low and in for ball 4. First walk issued by Stockert. They're first and second now for Matt Dingman, the designated hitter. 2 on, 2 out here in the second inning. Runner in scoring position here for Kimball. First one of those for either team in this 32 event. And then things get real interesting next weekend when the whole shooting match will be decided on Labor Day weekend. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes to Dingman. Each team will play 2 games on Saturday next week, with the semifinals and finals scheduled for Sunday and into Monday, depending on what class you're in. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and rolled towards short. Curry up with it, goes the short way to second base, and that forces Marquardt and retires the side. For Kimball in the second inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and they leave 2 inning and a half. No score here from Lions Field.
0-0. Ladies and gentlemen, Cambridge is one of our sponsors.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Back here in Waconia, as we get ready for the bottom half of the second inning, the Black Sox send 5, 6, and 7 to the plate. Maple Lake and Jordan playing. The winner of that game meets the winner of this game. Those teams playing in Chaska right now. There's no score in that game in the early going. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up here for Alexandria in the bottom half of inning number 2, as Ben Johnson needed only 9 pitches in the first inning. 8 strikes on 9 pitches. Now we are ready to go as Sean Kruger, the third baseman, will step into the box, right-handed batter. Where's number 22? Played just a step or two to the left field side in the outfield, and here's a pitch. Fastball tails in, and it's 1 ball and no strikes to Sean Kruger. Blake Stockert and Carlson on deck. Here's the 1-0, and that's outside and low. First 2-ball count that Johnson has had. He's behind 2-0 to the number 5 man in the order. Here he comes. And he's upstairs with a fastball, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. Kruger ready. And here it comes. He's taking all the way, and he takes strike 1. On the outside corner, 3 balls and a strike. Johnson ready, and he works 3-1, and he's off the plate with a fastball there, and he walks Kruger on 5 pitches. First walk issued by Ben Johnson, and here's Blake Stockert. As the pitchers face each other again, when Stockert was pitching, he struck out Johnson, and now Johnson will be trying to return the favor here as Kruger is aboard with a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the second. Decent lead from first base. Here's the pitch. On the inside corner with a fastball for a strike. 0-1 to Stockard. Kruger gets his lead from first base. There's a breaking ball over and a beauty. 2 strikes to Stockard. See how he feels about the old number 1. Here's the 0-2. There it is, and he hits it high in the air on the first base side. Over for a look is Byer, and he's going to run out of room. Count rides, 2 strikes. Blake Stockard standing in, down 2 strikes. Comes the 0-2. Swung on, and that's tapped. Foul at the plate, just barely to stay alive. 2 strikes to Stockard still. Got the fastball in on his hands, and he was just able to tap it. Foul on the third base side, 0-2. Here's the pitch, drops down, and it's poked towards second base. And into play it on a hop. They go to second for 1, and no throw to first. It was a slowly hit ball. Stockard just stuck the bat out and then punched a ground ball to second base. Scott Marquardt to Joseph forces Kruger for the first out. And here's Carlson, the right fielder. Well, Tom Marquardt out to have a word with the plate umpire from the Kimball bench. And now number 7 man, Eric Carlson, stands in. Here's the pitch. Fastball right through there for a strike. 0-1. Modest lead for Stockard at first base, and there's a pitch fouled straight back by Carlson. So it's 2 strikes now to the right fielder. Has done a nice job so far pitching ahead in the count despite walking Kruger to start the inning, and he just hit him. As soon as I say that, Eric Carlson is aboard. It was on a hit by the pitch. So that's going to put 2 base runners on here for the Black Sox, and Carter Stockard, the left fielder, coming to the plate. Left-handed batter. Where's number 12? And Johnson ready. First pitch, fastball away. 1 ball and no strikes. Savalcool waiting on deck. And that'll complete the first trip through the Black Sox order. Swung on and grounded to the right side. Scott Marquardt has it to Joseph for 1, no throw. To first base, so it's another force play. Stockard rolling into 1-4-6. Forcing Eric Carlson. Blake Stockard takes third on the play, and here's Savalcool, the second baseman. He's got runners at the corners now with 2 outs. The bottom half of inning number 2. Johnson from the belt starts him with a breaking ball just off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Curry on deck as Alexandria will flip the order after this batter. 1-0. Breaking ball over. Well, you saw Savalcool stick his shoulder in there and almost got himself hit. 2 balls, no strikes. Blake Stockard at third, Carter Stockard at first. Pitch swung on and sliced foul on the first base side out of play. 2-1. First runner to reach third base in this game is Blake Stockard. That's 2-1 to the number 9 man. And that hit him. 2 hit batsmen in the inning, and Savokul took one for the team. That loads the bases for Chris Curry in the top of the order. Second hit batsman of the inning.
Number 23, Chris Curry.
Curry struck out swinging on 3 pitches his first time up. Now Johnson works. Fastball, swing and a miss. For strike 1. Johnson's gotten himself a little bit of trouble here in the bottom of the second. Now he's ready, and he'll work from the windup. And here's the 0-1. Swing on and foul back to the screen. Strike 2 to Curry. He's thrown 5 pitches to Curry, all of them strikes in the game. And after all this, he's now 1 pitch from getting off the field. Here's the 0-2. Fastball struck him out swinging. Curry goes down, that retires his side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We play 2, and there's no score. You're on Prep Spotlight TV.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
In Waconia as we go to the top half of the 3rd inning, no score in the round of 32 game. The Kimball Express and the Alexandria Black Sox. Jeff Papers with you here on the Prep Spotlight Mothership this afternoon. This game and one more to follow tonight as play in this great tournament rolls on. Another good crowd out here today. Looks like we're going to be okay for rain for the foreseeable future here as we look at the radar, and it's right now looking pretty good. 4 now. 9, 1, and 2 are due up for the Express here in the 3rd inning. It'll be Brooks Marquardt, Ruckel, and Friesen due to bat against Blake Stockard, who has struck out 2 and walked 1. 2 innings of work, 36 pitches. He's thrown 25 strikes. Center fielder Brooks Marquardt to lead off. Open stance. And here's the pitch. Looks at a fastball over for strike 1. Sean Kruger playing even with the bag more or less at third base. Now drops back a step. 1 strike for the number 9 man in the Kimball order. Here's the pitch. That's a good take by Brooks Marquardt, a breaking pitch just off the inner part of the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Stockard ready, working quickly, and here's his 1-1 delivery. And that one is inside. 2-1. Marquardt ready. Stockard works 2-1. Swung on and slap foul on the first base side. That'll get over the fence and out of play. Evens things up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brooks Marquardt back in. Stockard has the sign he likes, and here's the 2-ball, 2-strike delivery. Curveball. Didn't miss by much there. But again, a good take by Marquardt. He's got a good eye for the inner half here. And 3 of them have been good takes. Count is full. There's the 3-2. Swung on, and that is hit in the air to short center. Burgall coming on, and it's going to drop for a base hit. The number 9 man, Brooks Marquardt, loops a single to center field to start the third. Austin Marquardt will do a hit now for the Express. Austin Rule struck out swinging his first time up. There's a bunt pushed on the first base side, but way too much air under it. And it actually makes the netting for strike one. Rule struck out swinging in the first time. Kimball with the leadoff man aboard, Brooks Marquardt, here in the third inning. Takes a modest lead from first base, and there's the pitch. Squares the bunt, takes strike 2, throw to first, runner back. So the leadoff man called upon twice to bunt, and can't get one down either time, and now you see if you keep the bunt on with 2 strikes or not. Stockert to the belt. Here's his 0-2. Swung on, and that's peeled back to the screen, and it stays. No balls and 2 strikes. Actually, not from the belt. It's more from the standard set position as Stockert working as he is looking for the first out here in the top half of the third inning. Marquardt gets his lead. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, and that's fouled back. We're making him work. Struck out on 5 pitches his first time up. This is the 5th pitch of this at-bat. As Friesen, the right fielder, waits on deck for the Express. Marquardt with his lead from first base. Here's the 0-2. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on and looped to the right side. That's going to get out of play. Rule swinging to protect the runner there, and just managed to get a piece of it and loop it back over the screen. So they had Brooks Marquardt running on the 0-2 pitch. Now, Rule stands in still behind 0-2 on the count as Brooks Marquardt takes his lead. Here's the pitch. Fastball grounded towards the middle, picked up by the pitcher, and he throws on to first base. Ball's between his feet. Stockert took his time, picked it up, and then threw to first base to retire Rule 1-3. Brooks Marquardt to second, and that'll bring up Friesen, who lined out to third base his first time up. No score here in the top half of the third, but now a runner in scoring position for the second time in this contest for Kimball. From the set, he works to the plate. Big looping breaking ball, hangs up a little bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Jordan Joseph on deck, number 3 man. Now the 1-0. That's off the plate. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. To Friesen. Two and on the way, and that is just off the plate. And now it's 3 balls and no strikes to Friesen. Stockert sets, and here he comes. And that is taken low. A 4-pitch walk for Friesen. Second walk by Stockert, and here's Joseph, the shortstop, who grounded out to short his first time up, 0 for 1, but now he's got 2 on and 1 out here in the third inning. Take a good long look down the third baseline to see what's going on there. Tom Marquardt going through the signs. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch, jackknifed him at the plate, inside for ball 1. Ben Johnson on deck, number 4 man. Stockert ready, sets, and here he comes. Swung on, and that's rolled into the hole, and it's going to get through for a base hit. Brooks Marquardt around third, scores the first run of the game, and Kimball has the lead over Alexandria, 1-0. And a 1-out RBI single by Jordan Joseph. Friesen stops at second, and now 2 on for Ben Johnson. As you look at the man of the moment, Jordan Joseph, an RBI single, and here is the number 4 man, Johnson. Struck out on 3 pitches his first time up. Takes a strike on the inside corner. 0-1. Scott Marquardt is on deck for the Express, who have the early lead here. They've drawn first blood here in the third inning. 0-1. On the outside corner for strike 2, and Ben Johnson's thinking it's a tough crowd right now as Stockert has worked both corners in this at-bat. Runners get their leads. Here comes the 0-2. Fastball is grounded foul down the third baseline. Still 0-2. One out here in the third inning, and Kimball trying to work their way into a crooked number here on the scoreboard. Here's the 0-2. Just off the plate, and a good take there from Johnson. Had he struck out on that pitch, I think he would be expecting it himself as he goes back to the mound. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now the 1-2. Big, slow curveball, and it's called high. 2-2, and Johnson just locked up at the plate there, and it was called ball 2. I can't imagine Stockert's real happy with that. So runners get their leads. These things do even out over time, though. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on and peeled straight back. Count rides 2-2. Now Stockert sets. 2-2 to Johnson. Fastball fouled at the plate and gets away back to the screen, so it's still 2-2. This will be the 8th pitch of this appearance coming up. Stockert had thrown 36 pitches in the first 2 innings, and now his pitch count is over 50. 2-2. Swung on, and that's fouled back. So Johnson fighting him hard here. This is 22 pitches so far with 1 out in the third inning. That's as many as he needed to get out of the second. So Kimball's making him work. Set, and another try at the 2-2. Up high. And the count is full. The string is out here with 1 gone. Payoff pitch. Runners go. Pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Throw to third. It's going to be a double steal. So Johnson finally strikes out on 10 pitches. Third strikeout for Stockard, but on the play, Friesen and Joseph both steal bases. And it'll leave up to Scott Marquardt with 2 in scoring position, 2 down here in the third. Now the pitch is taken up for ball 1. 10-pitch strikeout there for Johnson. He fought him hard. And in the end, both runners moved up anyway. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. Inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Adam Beyer on deck. First baseman in case this inning is prolonged by Marquardt. Here's the 2-0 swing and a miss as they turned him loose there. Swung over a breaking pitch, 2 balls and a strike. Blake Stockard, left-hander, looks in. There he comes, 2-1. Off the plate. 3-1. Making the young man work here. Three balls and a strike. Comes set, and here's the delivery. That's taken for strike 2. This next pitch will be the 30th of the inning for Stockard. His pitch count is approaching 70 already. Now he comes set, and the 3-2. Swung on and lifted on the third base side. Sean Kruger over, and it lands in foul ground as Thompson came over as well. The catcher, neither had a play. 3-2. Tommy Friesen at third, Jordan Joseph at second. 2 down here. Top of the third inning as Stockard sets. There he comes. And that is grounded foul towards the dugout, and his teammates look at him like he's committed some sort of personal offense, and count rides, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now Stockard sets, and we'll try again. 3-2. Swung on, and that's fouled away on the first base side. This inning is turning epic here for the Black Sox starting pitcher. 10 pitches it took him to strike out Johnson. Marquardt has seen 7 here in this at-bat. Of course, it remains to be seen whether it will be an at-bat. If he walks, of course, it's not. So there we go on the 3-2. Swung on and tapped foul on the third base side, so eight pitches in this appearance. Now time called at the plate as Express really working on getting that pitch count up. Of course, in this, when you're pitching once a week at this level, it really wouldn't matter so much. Next weekend, it will matter. 3-2. And that is taken high for ball 4. And they're loaded. So a 10-pitch strikeout is followed by a 10-pitch walk. And the bases are loaded for Beyer, who flew to center in the first inning. He also hit a long, loud foul down the left field line. first time up, but now there's no place to put him. Friesen at third, Joseph at second, Scott Marquardt at first. The pitch up high. Ball one. Cole Marquardt is on deck. Still in all, it's 1-0. So they got Byer played the pull there in center field. Stockert ready in the pitch, and that is a strike called on the outside corner. 1-1. He needed that. Right now, he's just trying to get back in the dugout. 1-1. Pitch up. 2-1. As the Black Sox starter trying to worm out of a jam here in the top of the third. He comes set. Here's the 2-1 delivery. And that's a swing and a miss. They turned him loose there. And he was a little tardy on the fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Byer ready. Stockert sets. And the 2-2 delivery. Swung on and rolled towards third. Sean Kruger up with it. He will go across, and he gets Byer 5-3 to retire the side here in the third inning. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We played 2.5, and Kimball has first blood here on Prep Spotlight TV.
The Town Ball Tour. Head to the small towns and tell people what it's all about.
A lot of excitement. Weather is fantastic.
This place has been here since the early 80s.
This is a baseball town.
The town is here. The kids are here. It's safe. It's a wonderful environment.
We certainly met some wonderful characters.
Thanks for joining us for another season of Fox 9's Town Ball Tour.
Bottom of the third inning here from Lions Field in Waconia. 40 pitches in the third inning for Stockert. 26 strikes. He only threw 14 balls in the inning, but 8 of them came to Marquardt and Friesen, both of whom he walked. And that caused issues throughout the inning. 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 76 pitches through 3 innings for Stockert. And now Ben Johnson goes back to the mound, staked to a slim lead, and he will face 2, 3, and 4 in the bottom half of the third inning for the Blackhawks. Brady Burgow, Thompson, and Travis Kruger.
Leading off the bottom of the third for the Alexandria Black Sox. Center fielder number 6, Brady Burgow.
Left-handed batter ready. Pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Burgow singled his first time up to right field. 1 for 1. 0-1. Waved at a fastball there, and it's 0-2. Might have been looking off speed. There's a very flat-footed swing there by Burgow. Johnson ready, and here comes the 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 3-pitch strikeout there, and Burgow goes down. Third strikeout for Johnson, and here's Mitch Thompson. Bounced into a fielder's choice his first time up. So he is 0 for 1. Johnson starts him with a fastball, and Thompson's late for strike 1. When he gets into a rhythm, boy, he's something to watch. Now the pitch as he drops down, and he almost hit his catcher in the mask, and it came down. I don't think anybody knew where that ball was. He changed his arm angles. It is, if you were ever to come inside with one of those, I think it'd put the fear of God into somebody as he's in the upper 80s to 90 range, I would expect on the gun. Good velocity. 1-1 to Thompson. Here's the pitch. Hangs a breaking ball inside again, 2-1. Not afraid to work inside. He's hit 2 batters in this game, and I know there was no malice behind either. They're both breaking balls, but still, he throws a breaking pitch on the inner half, and here's the 2-1, and that's fouled back to the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So if one gets away, yeah, you're going to hit some guys. And the trick is not to let it turn in any more than that. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the number 3 man on the order, Mitch Thompson. Pass ball, tap foul at the plate. 31 pitches through 2 innings for Johnson, 21 strikes. Now winds, and here's his 2-2 delivery. Fastball swung on and popped to the right side. Byer is over for it, and so is Cole Marquardt, and the ball hits the dugout roof. A foul ball. We continue at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a good crowd here. They had about 1,000 people here last weekend for the first round of this tournament. 980 was the official attendance. Now the 2-2 delivery. Fastball, he managed to take a piece of that and foul it back, so we still ride along at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two. Swung on and rope foul down the third base side. If you're going to work the inner half, you got to have enough to get it past the right-handed batter. And it was far enough inside that all he could do was hit it foul, but still, he caught up to it. And here's the 2-2. Fastball, that's lined towards center field, and that is going to be caught by the sliding center fielder, Brooks Marquardt. So Thompson lines out to center. And that'll leave it up to Kruger. Nice play by Brooks Marquardt. He got a good jump on the ball going to his left. And made a sliding catch. That would have been about thigh height had he been on his feet. Wide open stance for Kruger. 0 for 1. Flew to left his first time out. Here's the pitch. Off the plate and low, 1 ball and no strikes. Sean Kruger on deck. 2 gone. Last half of the third, late on the fastball, strike 1 to Kruger. Now ready. Johnson 1-1. And again a fastball through past him. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Right-hander looks in. There's the 1-2. Oh, well, overthrew that one and put it well wide of the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looks in, and here he comes, 2-2. Fastball, a good take there, and the count is full to Kruger, 3-2. Now, Johnson works, 3-2, swung on and hit foul, straight back and out of play. And we remain at 3 balls and 2 strikes as we come up on an hour old this game here. Now the 3-2 delivery, swung on and that's fouled back. Boy, we've seen an awful lot of deep counts here. Pitch counts. As well as, of course, regular batting counts. This is going to be the 8th pitch of this at-bat coming up. The last one was 9. Here's the 3-2 delivery. Breaking ball is grounded towards third. Hoffman up with it. Slings it across, and Alexandria is retired in order in the 3rd inning. We played 3. Kimball 1, Alexandria nothing here on Prep Spotlight TV. Let's check out some other highlights from this tournament.
Top of the ninth. This one lined for a hit. They'll send the runner from second. And in standing up for the third run in the second of the inning.
Hit so far, one error.
Ripped down to right field. This one's tracking back. Does it have it up? It's gone. A 2-run blast. And they'll look for the bunt. And they'll try it at the plate. Not in time. Scores run. The RBI from Cruzat.
One down now with 2 runners on. That ball's lined into center field. This is going to be trouble. This will be bringing 1 run. The throw home. Cut off by the pitcher. 2 runs will score. Innings at the plate here to try to get back into this ball game. That ball is smoked over a diving grab by the second baseman Carroll for out number 3. A nice play over there at second base by Carroll.
Enjoying the 2021 Minnesota Class C baseball tournament. Time running out though to get involved in it, as of course everything's all over by Labor Day. Catch very affordable packages here on Prep Spotlight TV. If you can't get out to Chaska, Waconia, or Hamburg for any of the games, we'll have them all for you here on Prep Spotlight TV. There you look at the scoreboard as we hit the 4th inning. Kimball a run, 3 hits, no errors. Alexandria no runs, 1 hit, no errors. Alexandria has left 4, and Kimball 5 through the first 3 innings, which have been slow here by comparison to some that we've seen at this level. And it's Cade Marquardt, the number 7 man in the order to lead off for Kimball. 7, 8, 9 due up. Took 40 pitches for Stockard to get off the field last inning, and here's a pitch. Swung on, and that is line foul down the third base line, and it'll get out of play. Strike 1. Cole Marquardt walked in the first inning and was forced. He is 0 for 1. Dingman and Brooks Marquardt waiting on deck. And I got to make the inning right here. It's the 4th inning. There we go. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball over, strike 2. This guy's starting to darken a little bit here, but the radar continues to show we're going to be okay for a little while yet. Here's the 0-2. Big, slow breaking ball just off the corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Watch the weather. And there is rain coming, but looks like it's a ways away yet as the pitch runs inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now they set, and here comes a 2-2. Off the plate, the string is out on Marquardt. 3 balls and 2 strikes, but I would tell you that what is coming behind it does not look nice. So, we'll ride it out. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on and rolled towards short. Curry up with it, and he throws him out. 6-3. Retiring Cade Marquardt for the first out here in the 4th. Here's Dingman, the DH. Dingman reached on a fielder's choice, actually grounded into a fielder's choice to end the 2nd inning. 0 for 1. I'm watching baseball for an awful long time, close to 50 years, and I'll tell you what, the last inning with Johnson and Marquardt, there's a pitch that's inside for ball 1. It's the first time I'd ever seen 2 consecutive 10-pitch at-bats. Both of them really working hard. Here's the 1 ball, no strike delivery, and that is a strike call on the outside corner. The Dingman. Brooks Marquardt, who has scored the only run of the game, is on deck. Now here's the wind of the 1-1, and that is a little bit low. 2 balls and a strike. Now some players for the 4th game arriving here, which we'll hopefully have for you here on Prep Spotlight TV. Here's a 2-1, and that's taken upstairs. And it's 3-1 to Dingman. Stockard ready, and here he comes, 3-1, and he misses there, and he walks Matt Dingman on 5 pitches. Third walk by Stockard, and here comes Brooks Marquardt, single to center, and came around to score on the hit by Jordan Joseph in the 3rd inning. One out base runner here for Kimball. Left-hander ready. Looks in, and here's the pitch. Bunt shown, strike called, throw to first, runner gets back. So Marquardt trying to move the runner here. Austin Rule is on deck. He tried to bunt last time. So they've been trying to put the ball down, but without success. 1 strike now. Step to throw to first base and back in the runner. That's very close. Stockard, as you see his front foot coming towards the plate, you can't break that imaginary 45-degree line, and he is right on it. That's a good move. 1 strike. And a fastball is, or a breaking ball rather, is on the inside corner for strike 2 to Marquardt. Dingman a walking lead at first base. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at a breaking pitch, and Brooks Marquardt is a strikeout victim. 2 gone in the 4th. 4th strikeout for Stockard. And the order flips, and here's Austin Ruley for the 3rd time. Struck out swinging in the 1st, bounced to the mound in the 3rd. 2 outs, 1 on here in the top of the 4th. Step, they got him picked off. Throw to second base, hits the runner, and it's going to be, that has to be an error on the first baseman. As the throw was into the runner, they had him picked off. And we're waiting for an official signal here for Dingman. Goes to second base. It has to be an error 3 because the throw was by the first baseman into the runner. But you would also give an assist on that play to the pitcher. And here's the pitch, and that is in the dirt, not far enough to advance the runner. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. There is nothing on the board yet, but there should be. And could be momentarily. Assist 1, error 3 on the throw is what my book says. And here's Rule at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Breaking ball low and in. 2-0. As the rule in official scoring is you have to account for every base. So you can't give a stolen base there when a good throw would have had him. He was safe because the ball hit him. Here's the 2-0 delivery. Strike called on the outside corner, 2-1. Friesen on deck. The scorers have not as yet put anything on the board, so we'll have to inquire about that between innings. 2-1. It's a pitch. Pitch is up, and it's now 3 balls and a strike. It was a good move, though. They had Dingman picked off. There's a 3-1. Swung on and rolled foul down third base way, as the late great Herb Carneal would have said. 3-2. If you follow broadcasters at all, you know the greats. Obviously, most people know Vin Scully and all that, but Ernie Harwell, the longtime voice of the Detroit Tigers, talked about a year working with Herb Carneal in Baltimore when that had been a fun broadcast to listen to. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Off the plate, and he walks Austin Rule. That's walk number 4. Dingman Old second base, and that's going to bring a trip to the mound here as the pitch count now for Stockard. Let me add this up. 11, 19. I have him at 95 right now, and he's pitched 3 2/3 innings, and he's thrown 95 pitches. So but it's appearances like Johnson's and Scott Marquardt's in the last inning that help elevate that pitch count, and now they break the huddle on the mound, and now they'll work with 2 on and 2 out to Tommy Friesen, who's lined to third, walked and stolen a base. He's 0 for 1 officially. I don't think they're scoring an error on that throw. There's nothing on the board, so I have to inquire there. All right, Friesen with a chance here. 1-0 in the fourth. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball is up. 4 strikeouts and 4 walks for Blake Stockard. As the higher seeded teams have been finding it tough in some of these games. Here's the set and the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Threw a fastball by him, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And that is just off the plate, 2-1. Not to beat the dead horse, but here's the thing about the stolen base. If in the scorer's judgment he would have been safe anyway, then there's no need to score, and that might be it. They might have just given him a straight stolen base. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, and that's grounded towards short. Curry goes to second base, and doesn't matter as he forces Rule and retires the side. Here in the fourth inning, no runs, no hits, 1 error I've got. We'll see if that's official or not. And 2 runners left on base, 3.5. Kimball up by 1.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
All right, we got some word now on the way they scored that. As I mentioned at the end of the inning, they did score a straight steal. So stolen base for Dingman and no error on the play. So, and the official scorer's judgment is the one that we respect, which is the other thing I learned when I was an official scorer. No one respected mine. Here's a fastball up and in to Sean Kruger. 1 ball and no strikes. Kruger walked his first time. 1-0 in the bottom of the fourth. There's a pop fly on the right side. Scott Marquardt over. Byer over, and the first baseman makes the call on the catch and foul ground to retire Kruger for the first out. And here is Stockard. Reached in a fielder's choice and got as far as third base in the second inning. Only member of his team to reach third. And there's a strike called to Stockard, 0-1. Now ready, and here he comes. That is off the plate, 1 ball and 1 strike. Johnson ready, drops down and hits the inside corner, and it's strike 2 to Stockard. And when that pitch is over, it is No fun to be a hitter. Here's the 1-2. Drops down again and then misses a little bit low. And it's 2-2 to Stockard. Eric Carlson is on deck. Number 3 man due to bat here in the bottom half of the 4th. There's the pitch. Fastball, got him looking. Fourth strikeout for Johnson. And the first strikeout for either pitcher. That was a called third strike. And here's Carlson hit by a pitch his first time up. No official appearance as of yet. Now the pitch. That is a strike called on the outside corner to Carlson. Carter Stockard is on deck if Carlson can reach here in the 4th. Now he drops down again and throws inside and just about hit him again as he skips one in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Right-hander ready. Johnson has the sign, and here's the 1-1. Drops down, and he hit him again. Second time he has hit Eric Carlson with a pitch. Third hit batsman of the game for Ben Johnson, and here comes Carter Stockard. Johnson works and he threw a fastball right past him for strike 1. Savlocool is on deck, and then Alexandria would have completed its second trip through the order. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit here. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Flat-footed again as he threw a fastball in the outer half. 2 strikes to Stockard. Carlson gets his lead from first base. 0-2. Just off the plate, and it's 1-2. I had Johnson at 51 pitches here as Stockard flips one back to the screen for a foul ball. 51 pitches through 3 innings and 36 strikes. Now he's got Eric Carlson at first base and is 1 strike away from getting out of the 4th. Comes set, and the 1-2. Swung on and missed, he struck him out. And that retires the side here in the home half of the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We have played 4, and it is Kimball on top 1-0 here on Prep Spotlight TV.
The Town Ball Tour. Head to the small towns and tell people what it's all about.
A lot of excitement. Weather is fantastic.
This place has been here since the early 80s.
This is a baseball town.
The town is here. The kids are here. It's safe. It's a wonderful environment. We certainly met some wonderful characters.
Thanks for joining us for another season of Fox 9's Town Ball Tour.
Top of 5 here from Lions Field in Waconia. And the Kimball Express have a 1-0 lead. As we look at Blake Stockard taking his warm-up pitches through 4 innings, I have him at 98 pitches. With 60 of those pitches going for strikes. He has struck out 4 and walked 4. The first inning was 1-2-3, and after that it's been hard labor as Kimball's really made him work. Due up here in the 5th inning, it's the heart of the order for Kimball, 3, 4, and 5. Joseph, Ben Johnson, and Scott Marquardt. Stepping in here, Jordan Joseph, 1 for 2, bounced to short and singled to left in his 2 times at the plate. Let's see if Joseph can start things off here. 1-0 Kimball. Number 9 man, Brooks Marquardt, the only run of this contest so far. And here's the pitch. That's swung on and fouled away on the first base side. Strike one to Joseph. The obligatory glass shattering sound effect is played. One strike. Swung on and popped up straight back, and that's going to get out of play. So 2 strikes quickly to Jordan Joseph. In the top half of the 5th inning. Still to come, New Ulm and Spring Hill. Chargers against the Brewers in our second game. And here's the 0-2 delivery. Swung on and poked towards the right side. Back for it now is Sabalcool. Gives way finally to Carlson, and the right fielder makes the catch. Joseph retired. One gone in the 5th, and here's Ben Johnson, struck out swinging twice.
For the Kimball Express, the pitcher, number 13, Ben Johnson.
Johnson 0 for 2. Now ready. Here comes the pitch from the left-hander, and that's peeled straight back. Foul ball, strike one to Ben Johnson. Last time, though, it took him 10 pitches before Stockert was finally able to strike him out. Here's the 0-1. There's a breaking ball that catches the outside corner. 2 strikes to Johnson. Oh, 2. And he takes a fastball a little bit up, 1-2. One-two delivery is low and in. A good take there by Johnson, and it's evened up now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Left-hander ready. As the sign winds, and he works 2-2. And that is laced into left center field. A base hit. Solid single for Johnson. That is hit number 4 for the Express, and here's Scott Marquardt.
Number 8, Scott Marquardt.
Marquardt has singled to left and walked, so he's reached in both of his appearances. 1 for 1 officially. Good lead at first base for Johnson. Pitch, low and in. 1 ball and no strikes. And Byer, the first baseman, now moves to the on-deck circle for Kimball. Johnson gets his lead from first base, and here's the pitch. Move it up. 2-0 to Marquardt. The Marquardts have had quite an impact on this game. Scott's reached both times. Cole Marquardt has reached base, and Brooks Marquardt has scored the only run. 2-0. Swung on and hit in the air to center field. Pretty well hit. Burgow over to his left, and now gives way finally to the right fielder, Carlson, who will make the catch, and Marquardt is retired. With a second out here in the 5th, and then to leave it up to Byer, who has flown to center and bounced out to third in his 2 appearances. Johnson gets his lead from first base, and here's the pitch. Fastball right through there for a strike to Byer. Now we do have activity down the right field line in the bullpen area. And I can't see who it is because they're wearing a sweatshirt. And here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's line down the line and just foul on the third base side. So Byer just about found a hole, and Not on base. The count now 2 strikes to him. Four hits for Kimball. 1 for Alexandria to this point. And now it's a 2-strike count to Adam Byer. There's a pitch. Out in front on a breaking pitch, and Byer strikes out swinging, and that retires the side here in the 5th inning. They get 1 hit, and they leave 1. We have played 4.5, and Kimball leads it by 1.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone, a home run.
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
To the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Back at Lions Field as we prepare for the bottom half of inning number 5. Jeff Pappas with you with a call this afternoon as the Kimball Express lead the home team in the higher seed. Alexandria Black Sox 1-0 as we go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Brett Sabalcool will lead off. 9-1-2 due up for the Black Sox here in the 5th inning against Ben Johnson, who struck out 4, walked 1, and hit 3. So it's sort of the all-or-nothing approach, I guess you could say. 66 pitches, 45 strikes through 4 innings for the right-hander. And there's a fastball that's called high. 1 ball and no strikes. Ben Johnson from Becker, Minnesota. And here's the 1-0 coming now to Sabalcool, and that is fouled back to the screen for strike 1. Kimball's players, St. Augusta, Clear Lake, St. Cloud, Litchfield, Becker, that area. It's a 1-1. Ooh. Breaking ball, and Sabalcool thought about it and then held up. 2 balls and a strike. Now the pitch. Swung on, and that is hit in the air to short. And finally, Joseph has to dive for it. Joseph thought he was going to jump, and then the ball just died, and he wound up having to dive to make the play, and Sabalcool is retired on a line out to short to start off the bottom half of the 5th inning. And here's Curry, top of the order. Struck out swinging in the first, struck out swinging in the second. Looking for a change in pattern here as we play inning number 5. Here's the pitch. Right over for a strike with a breaking ball. There's a ground ball to the right side. Scott Marquardt to his left up. And throws on to Byer to retire Chris Curry for the out. 2 gone in the 5th. And that'll bring up Brady Burgall, the center fielder. Singled his first time up, struck out swinging his second. And Johnson, to the extent possible in a game like this, I think is economizing on his pitch count. Right-hander ready? And here he comes. Strike called. That's the easiest way to do that is to do what he just did. Get ahead, strike 1. Burgall 1 for 2. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and sliced back to the screen. 2 strikes now. As you saw, Mitch Thompson, the catcher, going back and Playing ball hawk here. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He pulled the string. No, he fouled it at the plate. And he did manage to stay alive. 0-2, and he just had a piece of it. Now ready. Here comes the 0-2 delivery, and it jackknifed him, and it's inside. 1 ball in. 2 strikes. He's hit Carlson twice and Sabalcool once. Here's the 1-2. Oh, he thought hard about it and then laid off, which was good because it was in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now Johnson ready, and here he comes. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck out Burgow, and that retires the side. In order in the 5th inning, strikeout number 5 for Johnson. 1-2-3-0 across. We played 5. Kimball still holds that 1-0 lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, the MBA Express Boutique brand offers one of the best selections of new and used cars for sale in and around Carter County. MBA Express Boutique dealer.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Check out our extensive Ram truck inventory for sale. We're glad to be a Dynamo Slot.
Again, not much time left to get involved here in the state amateur baseball tournaments in Waconia and Hamburg and Chaska. You can get affordable packages still on Prep Spotlight TV if you can't make it out to the ballpark and are interested in town ball, as a lot of people are as we're looking at the stands over the last couple of weekends. That is definitely the case. You can catch every game, of course, here right up through the finals on Labor Day on Prep Spotlight TV. We go to the 6th inning, and Kimball holds that 1-0 advantage. It has been nip and tuck throughout. On a humid afternoon as Stocker takes his warm-up pitches. It did rain a little bit during the last game, but we're dry at the moment, and the dew points are up, so he's got his shirt open, and he's working hard. He's thrown 110 pitches in 5 innings. Has Stockert 70 strikes. 4 strikeouts, 4 walks. He faces the bottom third of the Kimball order here in the top half of the 6th inning. Cade Marquardt, Dingman, and Brooks Marquardt are the scheduled batters. Cade Marquardt walked in the 2nd inning, bounced to short in the 4th. 0 for 1. Here's the first pitch, swung on, and that's hitting the air towards the gap in right center field. Carlson going over, and finally he calls it up and makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out as Marquardt flies to right. And here's Dingman, the DH. Reached on a fielder's choice, walked, and was given credit for a stolen base in the 4th inning. He has 1 plate appearance to this point. Now Stockert ready. Here he comes. Bounces one up there for ball 1. And Brooks Marquardt waits on deck. Winners of these games go to the round of 16, which will be contested Friday and Saturday. Next week there's a fastball up to Dingman. 2 balls and no strikes. There's a Friday night game in Chaska, as well as here in Waconia. Here's the 2-0 delivery on the corner. Strike 1 to Dingman, and everything else is played on the Saturday at Waconia and Chaska. Upper bracket quarterfinals are here in Waconia, along with the semifinal game. There's a roller slowly hit towards third base. Sean Kruger charges, picks it up, comes across, and he gets his man for the 2nd out. 2 up and 2 down here in the 6th, and it'll bring up Brooks Marquardt. Singled and scored the only run in the 3rd inning, struck out swinging in the 4th, 1 for 2. Lower bracket quarterfinals will be in Chaska on Sunday, 11 a.m. and 1:30. Semifinal scheduled for Sunday afternoon at 4:30 in Chaska. Next Sunday, noon, 3, and 6 are the scheduled times for the the quarterfinals, on the semis, as the first pitch to Marquardt is up. I'll have the call of all 3 of those games next week. And that'll be a lot of fun to see him play down. Here's the 1-0 delivery. And that's up. 2 balls and no strikes. Stockard ready. Here's the 2-0. That is a little bit low. 3 balls and no strikes. Stockard ready. See if Marquardt is taking. He is, and he does, and it is. 3 balls and a strike. Couple steps around still towards center field. Playing Marquardt to pull, and here's the pitch. 3-1 is tap foul. Towards the dugout, string is out. 3 balls, 2 strikes. As Kimball bats here in the top half of the 6th inning. Now Stockard ready. And here's the payoff pitch. Swung on, and then it's hit in the hole and into left field. A base hit. Marquardt is 2 for 3 from the number 9 spot in the order. Brooks Marquardt. 2 out single to left, and here's the top of the order. And Austin Ruley. He is 0 for 2. Struck out, grounded to the box, and then walked in the 4th inning. But Brooks Marquardt, a 2-out base runner now for Kimball here in the 6th. Good lead. There he goes. Pitch is outside, no throw. And it's a stolen base for Brooks Marquardt. Thompson dropped the ball making the transfer, but it wouldn't have mattered. It was a super jump. And Brooks Marquardt has 2 hits, a stolen base, and a run scored so far, so not bad from your number 9 man. And now Ruley with a chance to drive in a run with a hit to the outfield here. 2 gone in the 6th. Stockard comes set, and here's the pitch. Swung on and slapped foul on the first base side. That'll get out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Out of the set. He works 1-1. And that's in the dirt, and a nice block by Thompson there to keep it in front of him. 2 balls and a strike. And the activity in the bullpen has stopped for the Black Sox for the moment. And Stockard looks in. Here he comes, 2-1. That's grounded down the third base line. Foul. Just wide of the bag at third base, and the plate umpire right on it. Made the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So really painting the lines there just about. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the set and the pitch. Swung on, and that's grounded to short. Curry to his right has it. Tough play. Comes a cup throwing, and he didn't get him. An infield hit for Austin Ruley, hustling all the way down the line. He beats out the ground ball to short. Taking third is Brooks Marquardt, and there's runners at the corners for Friesen with 2 out. So runners at the corners. Friesen has lined to third, walked, and hit into a fielder's choice. 0 for 2 officially. And a potentially pivotal moment here in a one-run game. Early beats out an infield single to shortstop. Slowly hit ball. Curry charged it, but umpire said he didn't have enough on his throw. And here's the first pitch. Friesen takes low. 1 ball, no strikes. In the bottom half of the 6th inning. The top half. I guess I was looking ahead to the home half of the inning here, and here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, and that is fouled away down the third base side, and that'll get out of play. 1-1. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 6th, which is what I was going to say. It's 3, 4, and 5 coming up for Alexandria. Thompson and the 2 Krugers, Travis and Sean. And in a one-run game, that's a big play at first base. Really hustling all the way down the line. 1-1. In the dirt, 2-1. Joseph waits on deck if Friesen can keep the inning going. Brooks Marquardt takes his lead from third base in foul ground. Here's the 2-1. He step throw to first base, and in the dirt. Getting back in there is Rulli. But Marquardt, who has scored the only run of the game, is now at third base trying to score the second one as well. Stockert sets. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and hit the center field. Coming on for it. Burgow, and he makes the catch at knee height, and that takes a base hit away from Friesen and turns away Kimball here in the 6th inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 2. We have played 5.5. 1-0 Kimball here on Prep Spotlight TV.
The Town Ball Tour. Head to the small towns and tell people what it's all about.
A lot of excitement. Weather is fantastic.
This place has been here since the early 80s.
This is a baseball town.
The town is here. The kids are here. It's safe. It's a wonderful environment. We certainly met some wonderful characters.
Thanks for joining us for another season of Fox 9's Town Ball Tour.
Bottom of the 6th coming up, and it'll be 3, 4, 5 due up for the Alexandria Black Sox. Mitch Thompson, Travis Kruger, and Sean Kruger. Give you an idea of how things have gone to this point. The pitch counts for the 2 starting pitchers through 6 innings. Blake Stockert, 130. And through 5 innings, Ben Johnson, 78. 53 of those 78 have been strikes. Mitch Thompson at the plate, bounced into a fielder's choice and lined to center. 0 for 2. They have just the 1 hit. Burgow, the second batter of the game, got a base hit, and none since. Here's the pitch. Drops down, sidearm strike on the inside corner with a fastball. Well, that's not to say that Alexandria hasn't had chances. They loaded the bases in the 2nd inning. They've had a walk and 3 hit batsmen since then, and there's a pitch well outside to Thompson, 1-1. But Kimball has already left 10 runners on base in this game. Here's the pitch. Boy, the bottom dropped out of that, and Thompson swung over it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Johnson changes arm angles, does a lot of different things. Now we have more activity in the Alexandria bullpen. And count remains a ball and 2 strikes, but it's 2 of the pickup players that are playing catch. Down there, they're allowed to draft up to 3 players from other teams, these state competitors, and neither one wearing a Black Sox jersey at this point. Here's a 1-2. Got him looking on the outside corner with a fastball, and Mitch Thompson is a strikeout victim for the first out in the sixth. Strikeout number 6 for Johnson. And that'll bring up Kruger. Kruger is 0 for 2, flew to left and bounced to third in his 2 times up. As Ben Johnson has put up a string of zeros, and there's a pop fly behind second base. 3 men converge in center field, and finally it's the second baseman, Scott Marquardt, who calls and makes the catch. Travis Kruger retired on 1 pitch, and that is going to leave it up to Sean Kruger, who is 0 for 1, walked in the second inning and fouled out to first base in the 4th. First pitch, strike called. And the second pitch is in there for strike 2, so quickly up 2 strikes. I believe the pitcher is Dylan Haskamp warming up as strike 3 is taken there by Kruger. And the side is out here in the 6th inning. 1, 2, 3, nothing across. 2 strikeouts in the inning, 7 for the game. We have played 6, and it's Kimball by 1.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone, a home run.
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020. Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Take a look at the scoreboard as we go on to inning number 7 here in Waconia. We have a pitching change. And on the mound is indeed Dylan Haskamp, a drafted player from the Sox Center Titans, who will pitch the 7th inning for the Alexandria Black Sox. The book is closed on Blake Stockert. 6 innings pitched, 1 run earned, 6 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, 130 pitches, and 81 strikes. And Haskamp faces 3, 4, 5 here in the 7th inning. Joseph Johnson and Scott Marquardt are the scheduled batters. Joseph is 1 for 3, singled in the 3rd inning. Now the catcher Thompson goes out to speak to his new pitcher. Until recently, an adversary, now his best friend as we go to the 7th inning. Haskamp looks in, right-hander works. Fastball is off the catcher's glove and back to the screen. 1 ball and no strikes here in the 7th inning. Lights are on now. Here's the 1-0. Fastball up. 2 balls and no strikes. Ben Johnson on deck, and here's the 2-0. That's low and away. 3-0. Here's the 3-0 to Joseph, and that's through there for a strike with a fastball. 3-1. We do have a second scheduled game tonight, but the rain is getting closer, so we'll see what happens. The 3-1 pitch is inside, and he walks Jordan Joseph to start the 7th inning, does Haskamp. 5th walk issued by Alexandria pitching today, and here's Ben Johnson. He has struck out twice and singled in his most recent trip in the 5th inning, so he's 1 for 3. And Travis Kruger comes over to hold with Joseph at first base. Here's a pitch. Bunt comes to the right side and it's pushed foul down the first base line. So the number 4 man on the order bunting, you just never know. We've seen pitchers hitting all over the order here in some of these games. We've seen them lead off. We've seen them bat second. Here we have one hitting cleanup. But pitchers, when you think of pitchers batting nowadays, you see what Johnson did. He bunted. But wasn't able to get it into fair territory. Joseph gets his lead from first base. Just a pitch. Bunt again. That's a good one in front of the plate. Picked up by Thompson. And he goes to first base and just does get him. He thought hard about it. And it's a sacrifice bunt for Johnson. 2-3 the play. For the first out. And here's Marquardt. Scott Marquardt. Version 1.0 of the 3 Marquardts in this game. Joseph at second base, 1 out. Scott Marquardt is 1 for 2. Singled in the 2nd inning, walked in the 3rd, flew to right in the 5th. Joseph at second with 1 out. Haskamp works. Strike called. Now Haskamp ready again, curves him, and it's slowing in. 1 ball and 1 strike as we get to the late stages here in Waconia. Haskamp ready. Comes set and works 1-1. Fastball is hit on 1 hop to short. Curry up with it. Looks the runner back and throws on to first base to retire Scott Marquardt for out number 2. And leave it up to Byer. The first baseman is 0 for 3. Flew to center, grounded to 3rd, and struck out. But he's got an insurance run at second base here with 2 outs in the top half of the 7th inning.
First baseman number 34, Adam Byer.
Kimball has left 10 runners on base through 6 innings, and they have another one in scoring position here in the 7th, and they still lead 1-0. There's a big bender over for a strike to Byer. 0-1. But it could be worse. I mean, they could have been St. Martin today. The Martins won 1-0 despite being no hit. And there's a ground ball foul down the third base side. 1 run on no hits is always a good-looking score line, but they won the game and they advanced, and that's what matters. So I'm sure they'd settle for not getting a hit the rest of the year if their games all ended like that. 2 strikes to count to Adam Byer. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt, and a good stop there by Thompson. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Byer. So Haskamp, after walking the leadoff hitter, pitch away from getting off the field with his new friends, the Alexandria Black Sox. And here's the 1-2. Fastball. Swing and a miss. Did he hang on to it? He did. And Thompson is down on both knees. I think that might have caught him in a delicate location, but he did make the play. And Byer is retired. Strikeout number 1 for Haskamp, and that is all for Kimball in the 7th inning. They leave 1 on 1 walk, 6.5. It's 1-0 Kimball here on Prep Spotlight TV.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
Minnesota Class C Amateur Baseball here on Prep Spotlight TV for you as we head off now to the last half of the 7th inning. And Kimball holds the narrowest of margins, a 1-0 lead over the Alexandria Black Sox. And it'll be Blake Stockert to bat. He remains the designated hitter in the lineup, so you have him as a pitcher and as a DH. And that'll bring up Stockert. Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled at the plate for strike one. Eric Carlson and Carter Stockert are due up to bat here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Johnson ready. Here he comes 0-1, and he is just off the corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Johnson, 87 pitches through 6 innings, 61 strikes. And now the 1-1. Strike called on the outside corner. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Stockert now. Time starting a little short here for the Black Sox. And here's the 1-2 delivery. Got him looking. And Stockert is a backwards K for the 2nd time. Strikeout number 8 for Johnson. And here is Eric Carlson, who has a perfect day going at the plate. He's been hit both times. So he's not having an official appearance, and he's reached both times. Now, first pitch to him is hit in the air down the right field line, and that is going to make it to the corner and get out of play. Strike one to Carlson. Only hit for the Black Sox, a single by Burgow in the 2nd inning, and it was a bad hop single. Here's the 0-1 pitch, drops down sidearm and a ground ball towards the left side, scooped up by Hoffman on the short hop. The throw to first, did he hold the bag? He did. Nice play there by Byer to save Hoffman from a throwing error as Carlson grounds out 5-3, and the first baseman Byer lays out to make the play. 2 up and 2 down here in the 7th inning, and here's Stockert. Reached on a fielder's choice and struck out, 0 for 2. And we see some umbrellas starting to pop up down the first base side here. We play the bottom of the 7th inning, and here is the pitch. Breaking ball outside, 1 ball and no strikes to Stockert. Sabelcool waits on deck, hoping to get a chance to hit here in the 7th. They get one more shot through the heart of the order, will the Black Sox, and here's the pitch low and away. 2-0. Johnson ready, he winds. Here's his 2-0. Fastball is fouled back straight to the screen, 2-1. Here comes the 2-1, the wind, and the pitch. Fastball is hit towards right field, and it is going to be snared by Marquardt as it just sort of looped out there to him. And Kimball is off the field in the 7th inning, 1-2, 3-0 across. We played 7, and Kimball is up 1-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, the County Fire Department Relief Association has been responsible for this year as well. The County Fire Department was established in 1883, and they provide some of the most essential services to this community. Now you can be a hero too. Learn fire prevention. Stop fires before they start by doing the following. Install smoke alarms in every one of your homes. Inside vendors and outside sleeping rooms. Test smoke alarms every month. Never leave food cooking in the pantry. Make a fire escape plan with your family. If a fire occurs in your home, get out, stay out, and call for help. Call the fire department on Facebook, and please stay up to date on their events. Thank you for joining very much.
Back to the top of the 8th inning, and it is 1-0. And looking at the weather radar here, When we get through this game, our second game is almost certainly going to be delayed from what we see coming here, as there are severe weather warnings out to the south and west of us here. Here is Cade Marquardt to lead off the 8th inning against Haskamp, starting his 2nd inning of work, and here's a pitch. Fastball is in on the hands, called strike 1. Cole Marquardt 0 for 2, walked, grounded to short, and flew to right in his 3 appearances so far. On the 0-1, swung on, and that is hit in the air to center field. Burgow drifts back a few steps and makes the catch for the first out in the 8th. One down for Dingman. Reached in a fielder's choice, walked, and grounded to third. 0 for 2, and has been on base once. We'll be okay here for a little bit yet, but the time it takes them to drag the infield and get everybody situated, it wouldn't surprise me at all if they just decided to delay the start of that game. Because by the time it starts, it looks like it'll be here. Here's a pitch. Dingman bunts, and he fouls it back to the screen for strike 1. Now, Haskamp winds and works, and he drops a breaking ball over the inside corner for strike 2. So he's got Dingman on a 2-strike hole here. And then he's got to figure out a way to deal with Brooks Marquardt, the number 9 guy who's been the star of the show here for Kimball offensively. Here's the 0-2, and he got him looking on the outside corner, and Dingman is rung up. Strikeout number 2 for Haskamp, and here's Brooks Marquardt. Singled and scored in the 3rd, struck out in the 4th. Singled and stole 2nd in the 6th, so he is 2 for 3 and has scored the only run of the game. Now here's the pitch. Swung on and lined to center field. Burgow started in, now going back, it's over his head. And it's going to roll to the fence. And number 9 has come up trumps again, a double off the center field fence for Brooks Marquardt. So a 2-out double for Brooks Marquardt, and here is Worley again with a chance. Kimball has not been retired in order since the 1st inning in this game, so they've had runners aplenty here. They have left 11 so far. Now the pitch. And that is low and in. Ruley on the day is 1 for 3. Singled his last time up, an infield single to short. Has also walked, struck out, and grounded out today. 1-0. Right through there. 1-1. Now, swing and a miss, and a big sweeping breaking ball from Haskamp, and it is now 1-2. Dylan Haskamp struck out 2, walked 1. Trying to pitch his 2nd straight scoreless inning, and here's the pitch, and he is a little bit low. Runner goes for 3rd base. Here's the throw. It's on the bag, and he's out! And a big play by Thompson, and Brooks Marquardt is going to be out, caught stealing 2-5 to end the 8th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. 7.5, and it's 1-0 still. Kimball on top.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Bottom of the 8th inning coming up. And a nice play there by Thompson. An off-balance throw to 3rd base, but he put it right on the bag. And the tag made to retire Marquardt, attempting to steal. That's the way it goes in the books. It's 2-5 caught stealing. 9-1-2 to up in the bottom of the 8th for the Black Sox. Savalcool will start us. He is 0 for 1, hit by a pitch and lined to short in his 2 appearances. Due to start at supposedly 7:30. Would be our second game tonight, the Spring Hill Chargers and the New Ulm Brewers. But I say with rain coming, stay tuned. All right, Johnson ready, and he will face number 9 here in the order. There's the pitch. Fastball is a little bit low. 1 ball and no strikes. 97 pitches, 68 strikes through 7 innings, and they hit him again. That is the 4th hit batsman of the day by Johnson. He's got 1 walk, and he's got 4 hit batsmen in this game. Clearly, he's not trying to hit anybody. He's trying to get off the field in a state playoff game, but he's hit Carlson twice, and he's hit Savalcool twice. And here's Curry, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Johnson works, bunt, and it's taken, actually it's missed for strike 1. One strike to Curry, and now the pitcher steps off and get time called. And we'll set up and do it again as we play the bottom of the 8th inning, 1-0 the score. And Savalcool will get his lead at first base. Short lead, squares the bunt, and it's pushed foul up the first base side. And that's 2 strikes now to Curry. We'll see if they keep the bunt on with 2 strikes again. Of course, a foul bunt with 2 strikes is a strikeout. So we'll see if they keep the bunt on or if they turn Curry loose here, but he's behind 0-2. It's a pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss. He got him. 3rd strikeout for Curry today. And it's strikeout number 9 for Johnson. And here's Burgal, who has the only hit for Alexandria in this game. He singled in the 1st inning and has struck out swinging in the 3rd and the 5th. 1 gone in the bottom of the 8th. Strike called. To this point, a 1-hit zip for the right-hander Johnson, and now he sets. Here he comes, 0-1, and it is fouled back to the screen, so it's 2 strikes to Burgal. Savalcool gets his lead from first base. Johnson sets, 0-2, drops down, got him swinging. Oh no, he fouled at the plate, and it couldn't hold it. Cade Marquardt could not. The count holds at 2 strikes. Now Johnson ready. He will work from the set. 0-2. That time he got him swinging. And Burgal is a strikeout victim for the 3rd time today. 10 strikeouts for Johnson, and that leaves it up to Mitch Thompson with a runner at first and 2 gone here in the 8th inning. Thompson has reached on a fielder's choice, line to center, and struck out looking, so he is 0 for 3. Runner gets the lead from first base. Here's the pitch, swung on and hit high in the air to short left. Ruley coming over, and he makes the catch, and that retires Mitch Thompson and the Black Sox in the 8th inning on 1 pitch. 1 left, no hits. We have played 8, and it is 1-0 here on Prep Spotlight TV.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone, a home run.
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike three! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
To the Fairmont Martins, they are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
We go to the ninth here in Waconia, and it's a 1-0 game. It's been a fun one here without too much doubt. Jeff Pappas with you as we play what we think will be the last 6 outs, depending on events, of course. Kimball, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. Alexandria, no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. And as we start the ninth, it'll be Rulli up. He was at the plate when Marquardt was gunned down trying to take third base to end the 8th inning. So the fresh set here for the leadoff man in the Kimball Express batting order. Here's the pitch. And that's upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. Haskamp starting his 3rd inning of work. 25 pitches, 16 strikes through 2 innings for the reliever. And here's the 1-0. That is fouled away over the roof on the first base side. Evens the count at 1-1. Looking ahead of the bottom of the ninth now for the Black Sox. It's 4, 5, and 6. The Krugers, Travis and Sean, and Stockert. Here's the pitch. Bender is a little bit inside. And it's 2 balls and a strike now to Rulli. Working quickly. Here comes the pitch. On the corner, and it is strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Friesen and Joseph on deck, top of the order, due up here for the Express in the 9th inning. And he got him looking with a beautiful breaking ball on the inside corner. 3rd strikeout for Haskamp, and that will bring up Tommy Friesen. Line to 3rd, walked. Bounced into a fielder's choice and flew to center, 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. He dropped down there a little bit and then buzzed the tower with a fastball. Up and in, 1 ball and no strikes to Friesen. Working quickly, Haskamp again. That one's up high. And it's 2-0. Haskamp works. That's outside. And it's 3-0. With Joseph, the number 3 man, on deck. Kimball here in the ninth. There's a 3-0 delivery. He walked him on 4 pitches. So Friesen reaches base with 1 out. It's the 2nd walk issued by Haskamp. And here's Joseph, who is 1 for 3. Grounded to short, singled in the only run of the game in the 3rd inning. Flew to right and walked. So he's 1 for 3. Friesen gets his lead. Haskamp now works out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. Ooh. Up and in there, and Joseph takes a seat and avoids getting hit in the number 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Now the pitch. That's over. Fastball in the corner. It's 1-1. Ben Johnson on deck for the Express, the man of the moment on the mound, certainly, for his team. 1-1. Swung on and hit in the air to center field. Bergau now to his left, to his right, circling under it, and he makes the catch. 2 gone in the ninth, and here is Ben Johnson, who is 1 for 3 with a sacrifice. He struck out twice, singled to left, and his last time up, put down a sacrifice bunt, so he is 1 for 3. But we're going to have a pinch hitter. So he will not bat. And it will be Zach Walmer, number 23, hitting here for Johnson. And he takes a strike called. They just want to save him for the pitching duties in the ninth here. There's the 0-1. Curveball is fouled away down the third base side. 2 strikes now to Zach Walmer. Scott Marquardt will bat if Walmer can reach, but he's down 2 strikes here in the ninth. Here's the pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss at a breaking ball out of the zone, and he goes down on 3 pitches. 4 strikeouts for Haskamp. 1 left. We go to the bottom of the ninth. 1-0 Kimball here on Prep Spotlight TV.
The Town Ball Tour. Head to the small towns and tell people what it's all about.
A lot of excitement. Weather is fantastic.
This place has been here since the early 80s.
This is a baseball town.
The town is here. The kids are here. It's safe. It's a wonderful environment. We certainly met some wonderful characters.
Thanks for joining us for another season of Fox 9's Town Ball Tour.
We've just been informed that there will be no second game tonight. They have already called game number 2 between Spring Hill and New Ulm. That'll be played tomorrow night at 7 o'clock here in Waconia. So we go to the bottom of the ninth. And it's going to be 4, 5, and 6 due up against Ben Johnson, who has pitched well. 107 pitches through 8 innings, 78 strikes. Only downside, he's hit 4 batters in this game, but he's walked 1 and allowed only 1 hit while striking out 10. And here's Travis Kruger to lead off. Again, no late game tonight. Game between Spring Hill and New Ulm has already been rained out, and not a drop has fallen. They know it's coming. So play the bottom of the ninth here and see if Alexandria can get on the board as Kruger steps in. 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. Fastball over for a strike. Does not appear to me like Johnson's lost a whole lot of stuff over the course of 8 innings. And there's a fastball jam shot hit into left field, a base hit. Just pushed it past Joseph. It's the second hit of the night for the Black Sox and the first hit since the first inning. Travis Kruger aboard of the leadoff single in the 9th inning, and it'll bring up Sean Kruger, who is 0 for 2. He has walked, fouled to first, and struck out. So again, just the second hit of the night allowed by Ben Johnson. Here's the pitch. Fastball, fouled, and that caught somebody in the mask. Strike 1. I think it went off the batter as well as the catcher, and Sean Kruger will take a walk down the third baseline here and hear verbally from the third base coach is what he wants done. 1 strike here. Nobody out, bottom of the 9th inning in a 1-0 contest. Again, the second game tonight already called by tournament officials. They do not expect to be able to play it when the Storms get here. Home plate umpire is over in the Black Sox dugout getting a drink here. He just needed to find some refreshment, I guess, and now we're ready to go again. Everybody appears to be none the worse for wear. And Ben Johnson will try once again to get out of the 9th inning. 1-0 the score. Now Johnson ready. Travis Kruger gets the lead. Pretty good one at first base. Here's a pitch. Sean Kruger swings at a breaking pitch and fouls it at the plate. It's 2 strikes to him. Stockert is on deck. Here's the pitch. Fastball, foul back to the screen. Kruger stays alive. 2 strikes to count. As Alexandria tries to find a run. Only 1-0 in the ninth. The 0-2 drops down and misses low and away. Trying to get Kruger to fish there, and he wouldn't bite. One and 2. Breaking ball a little bit up. 2-2. Johnson has allowed 2 singles tonight. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss and a breaking pitch in the dirt. And Sean Kruger is a strikeout victim. 11 strikeouts now for Johnson. And here's Stockert. Reached on a fielder's choice and struck out looking twice. He is 0 for 3. He is, of course, the pitcher of record for Alexandria in this game. He allowed just a 1 run in 6 innings on the mound, but now he's hitting as the DH. There's the pitch. Swung on and foul back. Strike 1 to Stockert. Eric Carlson is on deck. Now set. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt. Nice stop there by Cole Marquardt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now Johnson up to 117 on his pitch count. But no thought of taking him out, certainly. Here's the 1-1. Just off the plate. Looked like a little slider there. 2 balls and a strike. Now he comes set. Here's his 2-1. And that's fouled back off the handle. Right to the screen, 2-2. How much does Johnson have left in the tank here for 120 pitches? Here's the set in the 2-2. Just off the plate. Excellent take by Stockert. And the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Johnson to the belt. 3-2. Breaking ball. And it's either ball 4 or it hit him. I'm not sure. The umpire pointed to first base, so my thought is that it would have clipped him. The pitch did hit him, so Stockert is aboard. Travis Kruger to second base, the tying run in scoring position, and now we're going to get a conference here. So Johnson has struck out 11, walked 1, and hit 5. And with runners at first and second and 1 out, there's going to be a discussion here as to how the Express are going to try to get off the field here. Home plate umpire comes out to break up the conversation. Eric Carlson at the plate. He has been hit twice by pitches, and he has grounded to third base, so officially he's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Fastball is on the corner for strike 1. Well, every now and again you see stuff that you've just never seen before, and that's certainly the case here. I've never seen a pitcher hit 5 batters in a game and still be pitching a shutout, certainly. Here's a 1-strike pitch. That is just off the corner. He's just throwing straight heat now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carter Stockert is on deck. Runners not being held at this point. Now finally, Eric Carlson will step out. Of course, you wouldn't hold the trail runner anyway, but Kruger has a modest lead at second base, and now here is the 1-1 delivery fastball swung on and rolled towards third. Hoffman up with it, can't make the play, and they're going to stop the runner at third base, and they're going to be loaded with 1 out for Carter Stockert as Carlson singles, and it is scored a hit. Travis Kruger to third, Stockert to second, Carlson aboard with a single, second hit in the 9th inning, and there's 1 out for Carter Stockert. He is 0 for 3. Fielder's choice, strikeout, and line out to second base. Here's a second trip, and that's going to be all now for Ben Johnson. Pitching change here in the bottom of the 9th, but Johnson will remain in the game. He is headed to, I believe, shortstop. So if that's a like-for-like substitution, it'll be Jordan Joseph coming in to pitch, and that is indeed the case. So 8 1/3 innings for Ben Johnson. He went, he threw 124 for the game, 88 strikes. He's pitched 8 1/3 innings. So far, he's given up 3 hits. No runs yet, but 11 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 5 hit batsmen. And Jordan Joseph comes in to pitch. And Ben Johnson now goes to short. Well, fine turn of events here as Alexandria loads the bases in the bottom of the 9th with 1 out. And Jordan Joseph will come in with no place to put Carter Stockert. When we come back to live action, it'll be Travis Kruger at third, Stockert at second, Carlson at first. As you look at the delivery there, and again, he's another one that can drop down as you see him going almost submarine there with that warm-up offering, and he is going to get time to warm up here because he's coming in cold out of the field. He's ready. Here comes Carter Stockert, and he has a chance now, tying run at third base, winning run at second base, with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th inning. He sets. Fastball. That's called low. 1 ball and no strikes to Stockert. Savelcool waiting on deck. Well, there's all to play for here. Bases loaded, 1 out. Jordan ready. Here's the pitch. Swung on and sliced foul back to the screen. Strike 1. And Stockert 0 for 3 on the day. But from his point of view, I guess there's no time like the first. Joseph comes set. 1-1. Fastball, and that's fouled back. 1-2. Now Joseph set. Looking for the sign now. Has the one he wants. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, and that is pop foul weakly on the third base side, but it'll get to the screen. And we stay a ball and 2 strikes. Byer, the first baseman, he is in on the grass at first base. Actually, both corner positions are up. Middle infield is at double play depth. But they're in at the corners with 1 out for Carter Stockert. 1-2. Swing grounded foul down the first base side. And we hold at a ball and 2 strikes. And no second game tonight. It's already been called. We'll play it tomorrow night at 7 o'clock here in Waconia as Joseph comes set. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and Stockard goes down. The second out, and that will leave it up to the number 9 man in the order, Brett Saddlecool. The other number 9 man, Brooks Marquardt, has scored the only run, and now Alexandria's number 9 man is trying to keep the game going. He has the tying run at third, the winning run at second base. Jordan Joseph. First pitch, strike called. Joseph ready. Here he comes 0-1. Slow breaking ball grounded towards the middle in the center field. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes the play at the plate, and we have a major rhubarb here at the plate. The ball is on the ground, and what do we have here? There was a coming together between the catcher and the runner trying to score from second base, Stockard. And we do not know what the umpires have ruled here, and it looks as though they're going to let a run score. And it's got Tom Marquardt upset. Is the catcher trying to get to the throw? I think that might have been the case. And the question would be, is he out for obstruction or not? And they are going to let a run score, and we are going to play a 10th inning. So Alexandria goes back to the field. Saddlecool will get a hit. And he drives in Kruger. So we go to the 10th. And it is a 1-1 game. We'll try and sort this out here. Well, they're going to leave 2 runners on base, I believe. What was the scoring on the play at the plate? What did he call? What did he call on the plate? He's out. Was he interfering? 8-2? Okay. So the call, we're told now, is that Stockard is out for interference at the plate, 8-2. The run scores, though, for Saddlecool, and we are tied 1-1 as we go to the 10th inning. So Ben Johnson's book is complete. He goes 8 1/3 innings, and he gets a no decision. And that means Haskamp and Joseph are the pitchers of record. We go to the 10th inning, and it'll be Scott Marquardt, Adam Byer, and Cade Marquardt due up for Kimball in the 10th. Well, how do you like that? There was a coming together up the line. What happened was Cole Marquardt was trying to receive the throw from center field from Brooks Marquardt, and the runner ran him over, or ran into him, and stopped the play. That's he's out for interference. There's a fastball up to Marquardt. 1 ball and no strikes, and a lot of emotion shown on the field here. Here's the 1-0. Off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes to Marquardt. Now ready, and here comes the 2-0. Breaking ball over. 2-1. And Haskamp came on in the start of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch, breaking ball, and that is called high, and it's 3-1. So he has pitched 3 innings now of relief. And the 3-1. Swung on and rolled towards short. Curry on to first in time, and he retires Byer for the first out in the 10th. Or excuse me, Scott Marquardt, and now Byer is due up. So the number 9s in the batting order have been the heroes for both of these teams. Fastball leans Byer back. 1 ball and no strikes. Cade Marquardt on deck as we play the 10th inning. That pitch is low, and it's 2-0. A run and 7 hits for Kimball, a run and 4 hits for Alexandria. Breaking ball is in, and it's 3-0 to Byer. Now ready, and here he comes again. 3-0 is over for strike 1. Byer on the day is 0 for 4. He struck out twice, flew into center, and grounded to third. 3-1. He swings and lifts one fouled on the first base side. That'll get out of play. And the string is out. 3-2 on Byer. Haskamp ready. And he works 3-2. Whoa, there goes the bat. It slipped out of his hands, and he got a great deal of distance on the bat. He threw it beyond third base. As you see how far that bat flew. Pitch swung and missed for strike 3. What an impressive toss there. And with 2 outs, that'll leave it up to Cade Marquardt here in the 10th inning for Kimball.
Now batting for Kimball. Number 35, Chuck Hannon.
We have a pinch hitter here. First pitch is low and away. Ball 1. The pinch hitter is Chugs Hannon for Marquardt. Marquardt so far in the game is 0 for 3. Cade Marquardt. 2 balls and no strikes now to the pinch hitter, and here's the pitch that is in there for a strike. 2-1. Chugs Hannon, number 35. For the Express, and here's the pitch swung on, and that's fouled away on the first base side. His name actually is Ashton, but he's on the score sheet as Chugs. He's from Kimball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the 2-2. Bender got him looking, and it's a 1-2-3 10th inning. Bottom of the frame. 1-1 here on Prep Spotlight TV.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone, a home run.
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
We're now told that each team had a player ejected in that fracas that ended the 9th inning, which is why Hannon was up for Marquardt, because he had been thrown out of the game. Chris Curry up in the 10th inning, his 5th time up, and he will face Jordan Joseph. Swing and a miss at a fastball. Curry has struck out 3 times today and grounded out to second base. They play the bottom half of the 10th inning. I believe Kruger was also thrown out of the game, or Stockert rather. But since he was their DH, if he's thrown out, we'll find out if they keep that DH. I don't think they do. It's 1-1, and pitch is swung on and fouled back to the screen. And a ball and 2 strikes. I do not know what the rule is if you lose your DH by ejection. That's, I confess, I've studied the baseball rulebook for a long time, but that one is beyond me. Here's a 1-2 pitch, swung on and found and fouled. First base line, it is a fair ball. Great stop by Byer. Throw to first base is not in time. And an infield single for Curry to start the bottom of the 10th inning. Looked like it might have been a foul ball off the bat, but it turned out to go just over the bag. Byer speared it, and then over to Joseph, who was just too late getting to the bag. A leadoff single in the 10th inning, and here's Burgall for Alexandria. He is 1 for 4, singled in the first, and has struck out his last 3 trips. Plenty of emotion here as we play the bottom of the 10th inning. But yes, 2 players thrown out of the game for the tussle that occurred at home plate, and I think that might have been what Tom Marquardt was arguing about. Here's a bunt, and it is he missed it actually for strike 1. He didn't take. He actually offered at the bunt and missed it as they try to get Curry to second base. We'll see if Kimball has a wheel play on or some other defensive play here. 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Squares again. Bunt down the third base side, and that's foul. So it's 2 strikes now to Burgall. Mitch Thompson scheduled to bat, but yes, we're told that each team did lose a player in that. And I could see why Tom Marquardt would have been upset about that, but because it was the interference that led to the fracas, and the umpire's word is law. 2 strikes. Drops down, misses outside. And it's 1-2. So Chris Curry gets his lead from first base. There's a 1-2. It hit him! And Burgall is aboard. That is the 6th hit batsman of the day for Kimball pitching. And now the Black Sox have first and second and nobody out here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Mitch Thompson at the plate, and Thompson is 0 for 4, and if ever a situation screamed bunt, this would be it. Curry, the runner at second, Burgall at first, and Kimball was 1 out away from getting off the field a winner and into the next round. Now trying to get off the field, still tied. Jordan Joseph looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. Bunt. Good one. In front of the plate, and they're going to go to first with it. And Thompson sacrifices. 2-3 is the play. For the first out, Curry to third. Burgall to second, and I would expect an intentional walk coming to Travis Kruger. That would be the, unless they feel they can pitch to him, Kruger singled to start the ninth and scored the run that tied the game. And now we're going to get a conference here as Tom Marquardt comes out to the mound. And the question is, do you walk Kruger, whose run is meaningless, and set up the force play, or do you pitch to him? As you've had reasonable success with him throughout the day, but it's what they pay professional managers for. It's what they ask amateur managers for. So you look at the sermon on the mound here. Now they're going to play a 5-man infield is what they're going to do. They are going to bring in I believe they're going to bring in Brooks Marquardt from center field, and they are going to play with a 5-man infield. Runners at second and third, 1 out. And Travis Kruger at the plate, so they are not going to walk, at least not yet. Kruger, 2 outfielders, 5-man infield. If Kruger hits a ball to center field, the game is over. Infield up at all 5 stations. There's the pitch. Off the plate, ball 1, and sticking out of his glove like a snow cone. That ball there. Ball 1 to Kruger. Alexandria was 1 out away from losing this game in the 9th inning, and then they came back on a single by Savalcool to tie it up. Now can win it here. 1-0. Strike called. And this is a spot where you would want a strikeout, certainly. You don't want the ball being put in play, but Joseph now 1-1 on Kruger. Time called at the plate. Quite a ball game here. Jordan sets. 1-1. Curveball, strike called. It's 1-2. And Sean Kruger waits on deck if needed. Now Joseph sets. 1-2. Fastball is off the plate, and it is 2-2. Trying not to give him anything to hit, but at the same time, you do have first base open here, so you can pitch around him. Which is why they would not opt for the intentional walk here. They can pitch around the batter. Here's the 2-2 pitch now to Kruger. Swung on and missed. He struck him out, and Kruger goes back to the pitch with the bat over his head in frustration. Strikeout number 2 for Joseph, and that will leave it up to Kruger. And now they can go back to the 4-man infield here. But still, a base hit wins the ball game. Kruger has struck out twice, fouled out, and walked. He is 0 for 3. Here comes the pitch. Off the plate. Ball 1. First base, of course, remains open, so you can still pitch around. With 2 outs, and Jordan Joseph hoping to get his team off the field unsullied here. 1-0. Off the plate. 2-0. Okay, we know that Stockard was not thrown out of the game because he is on deck and swinging a bat. I'm not sure who was, if anybody, for Alexandria. We did not get an official word. Here's a 2-0 pitch hit in the air to right field. Friesen makes the catch, and Alexandria is turned away in the bottom of the 10th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left to go to the 11th, and it is 1-1.
The Town Ball Tour. Head to the small towns and tell people what it's all about.
A lot of excitement. Weather is fantastic.
This place has been here since the early 80s.
This is a baseball town.
The town is here. The kids are here. It's safe. It's a wonderful environment. We certainly met some wonderful characters.
Thanks for joining us for another season of Fox 9's Town Ball Tour.
There you look. Off to the south. And we got a slow pullback here as to the rest of the place looks like as we go to the 11th inning here. Jeff Pappas with you, and it's 1-1. Kimball 1 run, 7 hits. Alexandria 1 run and 5 hits. And on the mound, Dylan Haskamp is now starting his 5th inning of work. He's thrown 58 pitches in relief, 32 strikes. And now they're putting Diamond Dry down on the pitcher's mound. So it is raining, and it has just started to rain. So they're going to try to soldier on here. The second game tonight's already been called off. But at that point in time, they were not expecting to have to deal with it during the first game as well. So they're going to put Diamond Dry down in the batter's boxes and behind the plate. And they'll smooth it out, and we'll try the 11th inning here. This is what it's all about when you think about it. Town ball, community pride on the line here, and you've got emotion, you've got all kinds of thoughts going through people's heads. You've got drama, you've got hit batsmen, you've got players called out for interference, you have ejections, you have all kinds of stuff. But we go now to the 11th inning, and Dingman will lead off. Haskamp works. Dingman takes outside for ball 1. Dingman on the day has reached on a fielder's choice, walked, grounded out, and struck out looking. And now the pitch on the way. Haskamp misses there, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. And there is a strike called. 2-1. Brooks Marquardt. Number 9 man is on deck. Here's the 2-1 fouled off the end of the bat, back to the screen to make it 2-2. So now Haskamp ready. Looks in, here's the 2-2. Half swing, he did not go. He did go, and they threw him out. Strikeout on a 2-3, my error there. So error broadcaster. 6 strikeouts now for Haskamp, and here's Marquardt, the other number 9 man. The number 9 men have done the damage in both these orders today. Singled and scored in the third, struck out, singled and doubled. He is 3 for 4 with a run scored. So number 9's having himself a day here. Now the umpire wiping off the plate. Ordinarily you brush it off, but when it's covered with mud, there's not much you can do. And they are trying to play before the expected heavier rain comes imminently. Here's the pitch. Off the plate and low, 1 ball and no strikes. 58 pitches, 32 strikes through 4 innings of relief work so far for Haskamp, and here he comes 1-0. Swung on and popped straight up the chute. Heading back for it, and it's going to get out of play. Thompson not able to make a play, 1-1. Now looks back in. And the 1-1 pitch to Marquardt. And that is low and away. 2-1. Now the pitch. That is up high. 3 balls and a strike. And now 3-1. Swung on and grounded sharply towards short. Curry throws to first. He threw it away. And we'll see what they've scored here. They're going to score an error on that on Curry. So Marquardt reaches. And a 1-out base runner in the top of the order. And here's Rulli. He is coming up for the 6th time today. Technically the 7th because he was up on a 3rd out on the bases. Earlier in the game, Rulli has struck out twice, grounded back to the mound, singled, and walked. Officially 1 for 4. Askamp ready, and here's the pitch, and it is low. 1 ball and no strikes. So an epic ball game here in Waconia at Lions Field as we play the 11th inning. Round of 32 game. Walking lead at first base for Marquardt. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball right through there. And Rulli looks at strike 1. Now the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Pitch in the dirt. Runner goes. Throw to second base, and it is in time. And I can only think Marquardt came off the bag. So that's going to be a caught stealing. 2-4. And now it's 2 outs and nobody on for Rulli, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Now Askamp ready. There he comes, 1-2. Big fastball is up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Friesen on deck if Rulli can reach and keep the inning going. And there's lightning. You didn't see that there, but it was. But it was not cloud to ground lightning, but it was visible right over the scoreboard. You couldn't see it in the screen, but we just had a pretty significant strike here. 2-2. Speaking of significant strike, it was 2-2 there. Now the count is full. To Austin Rulli. Askamp works 3-2. Swung on a high chopper hit to short. Curry charging it, and he can't make a play. Should be a hit. And Rulli is his second infield single of the game. Is now a 2-out base runner for Friesen. What a battle. Two down here in the 11th, and here's Friesen. Lined out, walked, fielder's choice, fly out and walk. So he is 0 for 3, but has reached twice. Here's the pitch, and that is up. 1 ball and no strikes. Joseph is on deck. Followed by Ben Johnson, who's now the shortstop. Pitched 8 1/3 innings here for Kimball, and the pitch. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, 1-1. Askamp ready, and he works. Swung on, and that's hit behind third base to left field, carrying Stockard back for it. Makes the catch, and that retires Friesen. And the Express in the 11th inning, they get one hit, one error, and they leave one. 10.5. Alexandria with a chance to win it coming up.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone, a home run.
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike three! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
To the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
All right, here's Stockard to lead off the bottom of the 11th inning. First pitch hits him, and he's on base. Stockard has been hit twice today. Second hit batsman by Joseph, 7th of the day by Kimball Express pitching. And here's Carlson, the right fielder. So we have a runner at first base, nobody out in the 11th inning, and Joseph has just plunked the batter. The starting pitcher, Johnson, hit 5 in 8 1/3 innings. Now the pitch drops down on a bunt right in his face. Throw to third base, and it's scooped to first, and they get him, yes. And a nice play there. Hoffman charging from third and gets his man, but Stockard takes second on the sacrifice. 5-3. And here's Stockard, the left fielder, fielder's choice, strikeout, lineout, strikeout, 0 for 4. One down, bottom of the 11th inning as the Black Sox try to come back. They scored a run with 2 outs in the 9th inning to tie the game at 1. Joseph ready. There he comes. Swinging from the heels there. Stockard misses. Strike 1. Again, if you haven't heard, the second game has already been called off tonight here. They'll play it at 7 o'clock tomorrow night here in Waconia. On the 0-1. Hit him! You're kidding me! 2 more hit batsmen in this inning. And now here is Sabelcool. Runners at first and second, 1 out. And obviously none of this is intentional, but you're trying to get off the field, but I think just about every break that you could possibly have in terms of getting on base, Alexandria's had. They've had 8 batters hit by pitches in this game, and now they're going to come out and have another talk. And are we going to get another pitching change? I think we are. All right, we are going to get another pitching change, and for Kimball, it is going to be Zach Bingman, number 17, pitching. Zach Dingman from St. Cloud. So Dingman Comes in. Joseph works 2 innings. He allows 2 hits. Is responsible for both runners. Struck out 2, walked none. Hit 3. What a game this has been. He threw 34 pitches. .22 strikes. As Zach Dingman now takes his warm-up tosses. Joseph goes back to short. So he starts as a pitcher, or starts at short, I should say, goes back to the mound in the 9th inning, and then returns to shortstop here in the 11th. Here's Savalcool, and I think, unless Ben Johnson has moved someplace that I'm not sure of, his night's over. I'm looking around for him, and I don't see him, but we have more pressing matters now as Savalcool is at the plate. First and second, 1 out, bottom of the 11th. Here's a pitch. Fouled off the catcher's mask and back out of play, or toward the screen, I should say. 1 strike to Savalcool. Hit by a pitch, lined out, hit by a pitch, and singled. 1 for 2, has been on base 3 times. Now, pitcher comes set and floats a breaking ball up. And it's now 1-1. Zach Dingman, the third pitcher. Now he's ready. Here he comes 1-1. Breaking ball. Ooh. Called in. Dingman wanted to know where it was, and it's 2 balls and a strike. The pitch had plenty of plate. And someone called up. 2 balls and a strike. Now he sets and works 2-1, and he is inside. And it's 3-1. So we may see a situation like we saw last inning where Kimball went to a 5-man infield. Now set. Here's the 3-1. He walked him. So Stockert now the winning run at third base. That's Blake. Carter Stockert is at second. A walk to Savalcool, and that'll bring up Curry, who is 1 for 5, struck out 3 times and singled his last time up. Now it is going to be a 4-man infield. But they would bring the outfield up too, I would expect. There is 1 out, so the middle infield can stay back and play for a double play, but the corner infielders are up. As you look at the alignment there, left to right. Here's the pitch. He hit him, and the game is over. The 11th inning for Alexandria. 1 run, no hits, 1 walk, 3 hit batsmen. And they leave 3 on, but it hardly matters because they win the ball game and they move on in the tournament 2-1. The final score, and the losing pitcher is going to be Jordan Joseph. Zach Dingman walked 1 and hit 1. 9 hit batsmen for the Alexandria Black Sox. As you see the teams congratulating each other on quite a game. at the final totals for Kimball. 1 run, 8 hits.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here for the player of the game.
No errors.
Brought to you by Kubota Bond Guards.
They left 13 runners on base. Alexandria, 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 13 on base. The winning pitcher is Dylan Haskamp, the draftee. Came in and worked 5 innings of scoreless relief. The losing pitcher is Jordan Joseph on a relief of Ben Johnson, who worked 8 1/3 innings and struck out 11. As they're interviewing the player of the game. And that's the player of the game, Chris Curry. Hit by a pitch in the 11th inning to drive in the winning run. Time of the game, 3 hours, 9 minutes. And Alexandria goes on to win it by 2-1. Quite a game here in the Class C Minnesota baseball tournament. Second game has already been rained out. So we'll see you tomorrow here from beautiful Lions Field in Waconia. There you see the scoreboard. 2-1 Alexandria. Jeff Papis saying thanks for watching here on Prep Spotlight TV. Good night.
Amateur baseball is one of Minnesota's great sporting traditions. The state tournament brings together hundreds of communities in late summer at great ballparks all around the state. Coverage of every game can be found on PrepSpotlight.tv. PrepSpotlight.tv's coverage of today's state tournament game is made possible by the Minnesota Baseball Association, and also with help from the Minnesota Twins. Celebrate Townball with the Twins on September 11th. Visit twinsbaseball.com/townball for details. Now let's get to the ballpark.